And we're live again.
Everybody. By the way, did you send out a message to Discord?
It just pinged with YouTube.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry. When the YouTube notification goes out, it pops over. Um, so oops, let me set out to a couple other places. I forgot to send it out because, well, everything was all in chaos when my computer decided to shut down on its own.
Please be patient with us, people.
Yep, I'm gonna get it out on X, Truth, and Blue Sky, and hopefully Instagram will let me.
Twitch and Twitch.
Twitch is already live. You can't send out a message about it, but I do have the link to Twitch in the where in the link that I'm sending out. If I remember correctly, it has all of them. Yes, it does. It has Twitch, X, Rumble, and YouTube. Let's go to Blue Sky. And then, there's a couple servers that I need to send it out on because they're not set up to follow us.
One moment, please.
Oh, you
Ding
can talk
dong,
all you
ding dong.
want. I'm not going to stop you
No,
from
I just
talking while
want
I'm doing this.
I well, I know that, but I want to all the platforms are up and running till I can welcome everybody. But for
Oh,
those that are patiently waiting,
all the
we
platforms are
appreciate
up.
that.
The ones that we are sharing video
Okay.
to.
As I gotta take this call. Hold on, crazy bee.
It's all good.
Oh,
Do you need me to mute you? Nope,
no, you
evidently
don't gotta mute me.
Okay.
What's up? I'm live. What's up? No, I didn't. Okay, babe. Bye. Freaking
There we
last minute.
go.
Jeez.
Okay, shared to everywhere except the one Discord. Um, the one Discord server. So let me
So do
get
we?
that squared away really quick and we'll be good.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Hold on. Cut that. Wrong. I forgot I was in the wrong channel. It's all good, right? One day at a time. Okay, now we are caught up, notifications everywhere to wherever they need to be, and we're good.
And not to the metaverse, right?
Yeah, I believe, yep, everything Instagram, X, Truth Social, Blue Sky, the notifications that people follow will have been put out. So if they have the notifications on, they
Okay.
know. We have someone over in Rumble listening in, it appears. So, yep, we're all good.
I have no daddy. Go, please, go. I'm sorry.
It's
Good
all good.
afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this special post 4th of July live. It is Sunday, July the 3rd, 2026 at, I don't know, at 1:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
We thank everybody for joining us on all our various platforms. Uh, if you haven't done so already, please, it's so important to hit the like button or the follow button, subscribe, comment respectfully, or Crazy Bee will disrespect you. Set your notifications, and most importantly, please share this video. Um, all of, even if you do one of them, one of the things that we ask of you, it'll help get the algorithm up and moving. If not, we are so still far underwater, it's disgusting. I mean, when you have your 9-year-old grandson saying, Nini, I have more subscribers than you do, it's a pretty damn
Well,
Bad day in the neighborhood.
what's worse, my son, who still won't tell me the name of his channel, has more subscribers than your grandson and us combined. He has over 1,000. And all he does is play video
Oh,
games. He doesn't speak, nothing. Just clips of video games.
disgusting, then that makes it even worse, Crazy Bee.
Yeah, well, I
So
mean,
please, 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 please hit that like button. We
they're
need a
attracting
like, a
children.
follow. Yes, we need all the help that we could possibly get. In case you don't know it, we need the help. So, with that being said, we hope that everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July. Personally, I do not like having the holiday on a Friday. I'd prefer the holiday to be on a Monday. It just seems like, it's done, it's over with, and now we have to go back to work tomorrow.
Eh, except those of
Right?
us, like my ex husband, who works Tuesday through Friday and has Monday off. So he gets a 5 day weekend every week. Or not a 5 day weekend, 3 day weekend every week because he works for 10-hour shifts. So there are people out there who do get the extra holiday day. Unfortunately, most people don't do that though.
So for those people, I feel your pain. I feel the pain of having to go back tomorrow because technically today you're still probably celebrating.
Oh, our neighbors are. That's for sure.
I just have this funny feeling that, uh-huh. And up at camp, the fireworks over the lake aren't scheduled till tonight.
Uh huh. I can believe it.
Yeah, they don't do it on the yeah,
Yeah, our
because they want to
um
have less of a crowd.
the town we live in, they actually do it on the night before because they coordinate with the other areas and what days they are setting off their fireworks so people can, bounce around and hit all the major ones.
Yes.
So, but then again, our neighbors put on a hell of a display last night that rivaled the city's the day before. I'm amazed the cops were not called.
There you go. Yeah, we ended up getting severe thunderstorms plus fireworks, and it was hard to discern which was which, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the neighbor or was it the sky? But either way, it was a nice display of showmanship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a few nice shows that went
Highlight
around.
above your bed, you get to see all that. Yeah, you get to see that roll on by. And I do believe we're probably gonna have a little bit of a lag again today,
Mm-hmm. Just a
but
bit.
it'll all be good. Mhm. So, the reason for the live is twofold. As you know, I'm having surgery on Tuesday. We will have a pre-record on the Japanese culture and was it 23 things that they do
I think it
that
was
we kinda
22.
don't do?
Yeah,
Right.
22.
22, 23 things they do or that are unique to their culture. There are
Mm-hmm.
some things that we do here, not in abundance, I would say, but that will be posted probably on Tuesday.
It's
I
set
can
to be.
probably guarantee it the way things go. Yeah. Uh, and then on Wednesday, we're gonna play that by ear. I should be okay to appear at 6 o'clock as my normal happy self. Ha ha ha. Uh, and if not, we were going to post our July 4th special as well as repost our post special at 6 o'clock for your enjoyment. So if you missed this, well, we're sorry, but hope you catch us on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we will return with our regularly scheduled broadcast at 6 p.m. on Thursday. And other than going on, Crazy Bee.
Not much, other than my computer forcing me to clean it. It needed a dusting, and it refused to cooperate any longer until I did, and it shut itself off in the middle of prepping for today's live. But other than that, it's like, you know what? I've waited for 6 months. It's been 6 months. You still haven't cleaned me. Watch this. And it just quit working. So, other than that, nothing really going on here today.
Friday and Saturday, thought we were going to the hospital, feeling much better than I was, and won't do what we did before, but playing a doctor who has a degree from India did help a lot. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't do what we did ever again. So there's that too. That's at least one med we know we can't stop. Yeah, because that was no fun. And I appreciate you supporting me through that little drama.
It was one of those things that I just kind of chuckle at. It's serious enough that I wanted to speak. I was like, you know what? But then again, I sit back and I chuckle at some of it because, well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
it's funny.
you'd be in the car at my house, either dragging me or smacking me or doing
You don't
something
want
to
me
me.
living there because I would just set up your meds and dose
Yeah.
them out to you every day. I'd be like, you need
Uh-huh.
this, whether you like it or not. You're going to swallow this. If I have to plug your nose and hold your mouth open, yeah,
Sometimes, hey, I thought it'd be okay to miss a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, I just, shit happens. Life happens. You don't have enough money to get the med.
I get
You
it.
don't have time to get up to I don't drive anymore. So, I got to rely on other people to do shit for me. And I hate asking all the time.
I do
When you're
get
up at
that
the,
one. I absolutely
yes,
get that.
definitely. Yes. That I never knew that that one would play such a huge role, uh, in my well-being,
Well,
but
it's
I
like
was scared.
we're used to just grabbing the keys and going, and now
Yes,
we grab the keys and we get halfway out the door and we can't do it. We're like, nope, never mind. Haul our asses back in. That's really, it's ridiculous that we can't do it anymore.
we can't. So, my feet, I have such severe neuropathy, I can't tell if I'm hitting the gas pedal or the brake, so
Yeah, please
I
don't
don't
drive.
wanna cause it. Yeah, I don't wanna cause any kind of accident. I wouldn't even drive in an emergency. I won't even drive down to pick Jake up from the bus stop.
Uh huh.
That's how serious it is. So, but I was in such bad shape yesterday that I made Eric come home from camp.
Yeah.
Only to tell him I wasn't going to the hospital.
I'm sure he was a little bit miffed
He
about
was,
that one.
you think so?
Just a tiny bit.
Uh-huh. The only the only good news is it's pouring down rain up there, so they had to come home. They're on their way home now. They probably should be here shortly. Uh, so he would have probably come home anyway. But yeah, he was not thrilled with me whatsoever.
But,
Let's just
your
say he
health is
was quite
important.
angry with me, needless to say. You think?
I still think you should have gone, but
Like, what the fuck did you have me come here? Yeah, I know.
I kind of agree with him.
Yeah,
You
I
still
feel a
should have
lot
gone.
better. It's like, yeah, yeah. Big thing was like, what the fuck did you make me come home for if we weren't gonna go? When you said we were gonna go. And I'm like, well, let's just wait and see. And then I was like, well, make me a sandwich and some potato salad and something to drink, and let's see how I feel after that. And he's hollering in, well, are we going or not? I'm like, well, let me take some more medicine and let's see if that helps. And it was like, are we going or not? Well, let me take a little nap and we'll see. And then, by the time 12 o'clock at night rolled around, I'm like, we better not, we'll wait till morning because, the idiots that stuck firecrackers up their ass will probably be at the hospital.
I
So
think
there
he
was a
should have just
positive.
waited till you took your nap, loaded you up, and dragged you anyways.
Now,
Oh, I couldn't hear the beginning of that
and
sentence.
we
What
go
was
to the
that?
doctor's tomorrow, and yeah, I said I go to the doctor's tomorrow for the pre-op, and I'll tell him what I did and what happened. And then I see neurology on Thursday, so we'll go from there. As bad as the tremors became,
Yeah.
and we're gonna see either from neurology or from my rheumatology if the medication you're on might be beneficial for me. So
Well,
keep your
the
fingers
medicine I'm on
crossed.
is for rheumatology. I don't think neurology will make a difference, but rheumatology should help.
All of that. So we're still waiting. They're like, I had them done, it'll be a week Monday. They're so busy that they're 2 to 3 weeks behind on reading x rays unless there's an emergency.
That's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's- how are you as a major hospital 2 to 3 weeks behind in reading x-rays, CT scans, anything? They're behind.
Because the DEI
So you
hires
could be
ended up
having a
not being as smart
problem.
as they needed them to be. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not really that sorry.
That's freaking hilarious. Oh, you're right, though. The DEI hires. You're right.
They're not
Hmm.
as good at rating as they are, so somebody has to double check the work. And that's why it's taking so long.
And there's only like one person that can double check the work, right?
One or two.
Damn.
Yep.
That's a right. That's a shame.
Joys of America with our demand to hire people just because they want to do the job. Well, just because you want to doesn't mean you're good at it. I would love to be a brain surgeon. You don't want me operating on your brain because I'd be like, oh, what does this do? And start poking at it. And people would really probably not do okay. So, yeah, just because you want to do something doesn't mean you should or you are good at it. So, oh, I can't hear you again. You're really quiet for some reason.
Issue yesterday.
There you are.
Okay. Do I have to holler?
I don't know. I don't think that makes a
You need me
difference.
to
It's just it randomly is very quiet and it sounds like a whisper, and then all of a sudden you're back to normal mid sentence.
Well, if anybody's in the chat and has trouble hearing us, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Either or. And if you haven't done so already, please join the Discord. The bot will either go around or I'll put it in YouTube and Rumble for you to join. Lots of good things go on. There's recipes, there's conspiracies. What else is up there,
Music,
Crazy Bee? Music. There's the
laughing,
general, yes,
entertainment stuff.
games. Yes, all types of good stuff. So more than the conversation that we have here can be more in depth there than we can say on YouTube.
As long as you still
So
don't
the
invoke the FBI upon us, I will be fine.
correct. There you go. So we were going to do as our post, not post, but as our Dee's going to be away on Wednesday, maybe day, we were going to do something, but we decided that we would do this as a post 4th of July video, um, because there was a lot that happened uh,
Oh,
over the
yeah.
weekend. But yesterday, a lot of things, from the most negative of negative to the most positive of positive. So we thought we'd start out with the negatives and work our way through the positives, and however long it takes us, well, we were going to try to hang that long. So with that being said, Crazy B, you want to do the first one?
Yeah. I also want to point out that through all the hunting and race like tabs and stuff that we were pulling, there's probably 3 times as many positive things as there are negative things. It's really wild that, for as much as society wants us to view the things in negative, there's a lot of positive out there.
So in other words, for as much shit that the mainstream media is saying is negative about the country, it's really not true.
3 times as many as what we have today. And that was just going through, scrolling what's available, what's been going on. There was a lot more positive reporting than negative, despite the attempts to destroy us. So,
So in other words, the feelings of, as you know, last week, how distraught I was after the rulings from the Supreme Court came down on the Voting Rights Act
mhm.
and the birthright citizenship, I feel like we've lost the country. Perhaps we haven't.
Oh, I don't think we have. And honestly, the second someone, I think really it boils down to the holdouts, the states like where I'm at, where it's like, okay, yep, that state's fucked, that state's fucked. Okay, if they come here, it ain't gonna go well. But those are the expected states to roll over and take it. The liberal major ones, like California, well, parts of California, Chicago, New York, we kind of expect them to be stupid. But when it starts spiraling out to the country areas, like a small town like where I live, if they tried doing the socialist nonsense in this town, it would not fly at all. So, you know, there's that. Good luck to them. And our mayor got caught. Evident, not our mayor, our governor, my governor Bashir, decided that he was going to start helping fundraising and help run fundraisers for some judges that get to hear his cases when he decides to sue the state for not doing what he wants. It's kind of funny. So, yeah, corruption does exist, but we fight it. And all I gotta say is for the people who have the armories, keep them well stocked. We're gonna need them. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
Uh, no, make sure you are well stocked,
Yes.
is in all areas: food, water,
Medical.
ammunition, medical, anything and everything.
Amen. Keep that shit stocked.
There you go.
Because if what I think is going to happen in the next decade or so, we're gonna need it. Just saying. I don't trust some of this nonsense that's going on. Uh,
And not just so you know, another message up on Discord that we're live. just to see if I can get anybody to bite. All right.
That's fine. Well,
Start the first one off for us.
Yep, that's what I was gonna just do. So this
Okay.
person who's talking, Buzz Patterson, says I'm 70 years old. My father was U.S. Air Force. So was I. We've been fighting our nation's wars for 60 years. Mom Dami immigrated here, became a U.S. citizen in 2018. How dare a communist Ugandan lecture me on what it means to be an American? He has no clue. He is destroying New York City. He's trying to destroy America. My pissed off meter just maxed. Circuit breakers are popping. F off, Mayor. You're in way over your head, American. Kind of agree with him. Mayor Mamdani really pisses me off about this stuff. So let's listen to what Mamdani had to say. That's going to probably piss us off some more.
And towards ourselves. Take measure of who we are as a nation. When we look at America, what do we see? Here at City Hall, as I sit behind George Washington's desk, alongside new Americans who came to this country, I cannot see all of America. But like so many who came before, I can see New York City. And towards ourselves, take measure of who we are as a nation. When we look at America, what do we see? Here at City Hall, as I sit behind George Washington.
Oh, it just keeps repeating. He's an idiot. And he's sitting backwards at the desk. Why?
That he is sitting at George Washington's desk disgusts me.
And the fact that he has it backwards, he's sitting where the guest would be sitting. They have the desk facing the wrong way. They can't even set up a prop system right. D.
Communist socialist hands touched that desk disgusts me.
Yes. Why the hell did y'all vote for this motherfucker? Because nothing's free, and all his free stuff, look what it's done so far. And ain't got nobody nothing. Just gonna point that out.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm. And then next up, we have this dumb fuck declaring New York is an Islamic state. I ain't gonna even play his video. We're just gonna mute it. Yeah, Sneako's out there being stupid again for the world to see. Y'all need to just. Oh, I love that. Deport Sneako. Yes, I agree. Deport that idiot.
Go ahead, play it so that these people can hear it.
Oh, God.
For who's ever on listening. I know you don't like them. Go ahead, play it. Discuss.
Okay, but let me point out that this dude, he became Muslim. Okay, he switched from whatever religion he was to Muslim, and it took almost a year before he realized he wasn't supposed to be drinking alcohol or eating pork. That's how much he knows about the religion he converted to, and is now supporting that he doesn't even. Like, dude's a dumb fuck. I just want to make sure that's very clear. He converted, but was still drinking because he didn't know right away. So, okay, back to his idiocy.
Allahu Akbar! No, no, fuck you! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household, inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York.
Well, I think that says about all of it. D, you still there?
Having issues from you hearing me here.
Yeah. Sorry. That's why I keep asking if you're there.
Yeah. This is a problem, though. I mean, look at how many people are in attendance. That's what bugs me.
Mm-hmm.
for him, for as much of him being an idiot that he is, there are people that are buying into what he's saying. And the crowd is, there's a crowd that's chanting Allah Akbar. That's in New York City, people. What the hell did you vote for?
Well, they voted for people to scream God is great, even though their God, well, their perceived version of God is quite a violent one. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what that is. Them being idiots. And the people who voted for it, you get what you deserve. The rest of us are well armed.
Right.
We didn't let our city tell us when and how we can carry. I live in a state that's constitutional carry. If I want to go get a fucking cannon, I absolutely can. The state will allow it. I don't know about the federal government, but the state will. I want to borrow a tank. I just got they removed the firing system, which I could then just replace. But if I want a tank, I can get a tank in my state with little headache. Y'all in New York chose to let it get this bad. It wouldn't be this way if you had the right to defend yourself and bring back your nation. So you get what you deserve. Oops.
Oh,
There you are.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing. That's all I have to say. And his name is Sneeko. And as Crazy B said, it's been about a year and a half, a little over that.
I think it's been a little over a year and a half or 2 years for him to have become Muslim. And he's only recently realized he's not supposed to drink alcohol and eat pork. But, there's that. So much for him knowing what he's talking about. But, yeah.
I guess better late than never. Could you imagine if he had a party? Hey, come over for my birthday, and he had pork and alcohol. That'd be funny.
It would not go well. It would not go well. Oh my God. Actually, there was an issue. And I did have an issue with it. Was people intentionally sneaking pork into sandwiches and stuff in delis for anyone who was Muslim, whether they were a good Muslim that really just didn't care what other people do with their beliefs, or not. And I in a situation where it was unprovoked, that's kind of disrespectful. I mean, if you're targeting a specific person, go for it. But to do it to every single one that walks through the door, I have an issue with. I'm about precise revenge, not widespread. So, but yeah, a lot of people are getting sick of this overthrow from the Islamic people who have immigrated in. They've really had it. Unfortunately, New York's not there.
Cities as well. I mean, what's been going on up in Hamtramck is, and we can play some of that next week. But it's it's truly, or in Austin, it's
I'm
hard
more
to
worried
believe
about
it's America.
Dearborn and Dearborn
Yeah.
Heights. Wow, those places have gone way downhill from last time I was there, just 7 years ago.
You don't even recognize anymore. Kind of scary. People better wake the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. And we're going to keep sounding the alarm bell.
Start arming.
And again, call me whatever you want. I'm racist. Get over it.
I will never request people go directly attack random people. I just say be prepared to protect your home and your family. I will never request anyone go out and do anything as extreme as starting a fight.
Can't say never, because we may get to a point where we have to. But right now, keep your hands to yourself.
Yes.
Don't start it, but if something starts, you
Finish
can
it.
finish it. Yep.
And hi, Blue Rose, by the way, who is in the chat, and I don't know how long it's been there.
Thank you for joining us today, babe.
Yeah, Sneako's a dipshit. We can listen to the next 8 seconds, see if he adds anything more to it, but really, he's an idiot. Whoops. Oh, shit. Okay. There we are.
New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
All the more reason to not allow it. I don't want to see that in my city, and I think I'm very much backed up by the rest of my city that shit ain't gonna happen. Oh, say it again.
As if New York has gone down the wayside
Mm-hmm.
to this Islamic takeover. What do we do to take it back? Is the question.
Well, people
If
are going to
they
have to
have
be pissed off enough to
legitimately
run them
won,
out.
well, seats in Congress, how do you unseat them?
Well, you run out the people who vote for them, the predominantly Muslim extremist people and the socialist people. You run them out of your city. Good old fashioned way. What used to be called racism and oppression. You can, and again, I hate that they even label this, but running like we had no problem running bikers out of towns back in the day. We had no problem running Klansmen out of town back in the day. I see nothing wrong with running these assholes out like we used to do back in the day. If they're trouble, run them out.
Need to be run out of the country. But, part of the problem is now we have the Supreme Court that kind of, I feel, has put their thumb on the scale the wrong way,
Well, it's
right?
not even the
And what do
illegals
we
that you got to
do
worry about.
now?
It's the American borns who've converted. The American born people who are
Yeah.
converting, the American born people who have been sucked into socialism and capitalism bad, group, everything should be free. Those are mostly American born people who are doing that. How do you deport an American born to 7 generations of white people who decided to convert?
Now to the island of California.
Soon to be island of California, because
I
San
mean,
Andreas fault
they're
don't take much.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, Blue Rose must have just jumped in. Yeah, her audio's been coming in and out. I'm sorry about that.
I think the lack of education, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that civics isn't being taught, the fact that finance isn't being taught. What are the pros and cons of capitalism versus socialism? Uh, and why one is good and one is bad, what has worked and what hasn't worked. History, the history of the United States, what makes us as special and unique in the world as we are, and why is it that so many countries want to take us down?
They're jealous
That's
we
not
are
being
better.
taught. Our children are being taught. Yeah, yeah. Our children are being taught that America's bad, America's evil,
Mm-hmm.
and that needs to change. So we have a whole group of kids, at least 2 generations, that are America's evil. So
Mm-hmm.
how do we change that? It's almost like, remember when Hillary Clinton said that the Republicans that MAGA needed to go to a deprogramming camp.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that?
Yep. But I'll
Well,
tell
I
you how to
think I
fix it.
think that yeah.
Start telling the history that the schools aren't teaching. It's what I do with my kids and my nieces and nephews. I tell them all the stuff the school's leaving out, like the real reasons behind the Civil War and who really started the
So
slave
we
trade
need,
and how great we've accomplished
right?
and all the things we have built and invented, all of our greatest minds that have saved millions of lives by inventing penicillin. Pass on what the schools refuse to.
Needs to be done in a deprogramming camp. They need to go to their own reprogramming camp. We need to do a 6-week in-depth. You
It's going to
go to
take more than
sleep,
6 weeks to
you
do all
eat.
of this.
Okay. All right. Well, they need to start eating, sleeping, and breathing this information. It's just like at a prisoner of war camp. The music blaring from sunset to sunrise, and we're going to be
So
blaring
we're going to
the
torture them into
Constitution.
supporting
And
America.
yes, there you go.
I think
There you
that's a
go.
little extreme. I don't think we need to do the torture part. I think we could get through without the torture part. Give them some LSD like they did in MK Ultra. Oh, did you see those new hearings of the MK Ultra records that were found? They claim to
Did
have
hear that they
succeeded.
found them.
They
Right,
claim to have succeeded
right.
in actually finding out how to control minds, and they're more than likely behind the Charles Manson nonsense. So we could
That
just use
part.
their own stuff against them. LSD and reprogramming.
Well, yeah, I do need to be in some type of 6 to 8 week boot camp, like Relove America, something like that. You get to go to day camp or an overnight camp for 6 weeks, and we're going to deprogram you. You can have fun. You can ride the horses, run in the ocean,
Oh yeah, it'll be great because
swim.
it'll be all on an LSD trip too.
Uh huh. Right.
Could you imagine riding a horse on on LSD? Oh shit. Sorry.
Experience. Or how about LSD jumping out of a plane?
Mm. Now that would actually probably kill someone. Heart attack.
Okay.
Because they're like tripping balls. Well, tripping balls out of a plane.
Tripping ball.
Okay, sorry.
I guess. How about riding the choo-choo train
There we go.
around the camp? There
Oh,
you
we could
go.
do the Willy Wonka tunnel. Remember the tunnel that was like a nightmare acid trip in the movie?
Familiar with it.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. There we go.
Yeah.
Pull
So
out
we
the
have
old set.
all right. What's up next?
Oh, okay. Why do I hear weird music somewhere? Hold on.
It's not on my end.
No, there's an ice cream truck going down the road.
Oh, jeez.
We don't get a lot of ice cream trucks through our neighborhoods. Okay, we are that small of a town. There's one ice cream truck for the entire town. So, it doesn't come through very often.
Do you need to run out with your quarter? We'll wait while you go
Hell
get
no.
something.
No,
Bring
no.
us something back. I
That is
want
the worst ice cream in the freaking world.
oh, it's not.
The freezer
I
burn
want
with the
one of
eye with
those.
the gumballs in the weirdest position where the eyes
Mhm.
should have been. Wait, that is not where the eyes go, my dear.
I don't like that kind. I want one of the redder chocolate eclairs with the little crispies on them.
Oh, we call those drumsticks down here.
Oh,
They're like the little or
Fixer.
the you know the what are they called, the oh fuck, there's a few names for them. I know which ones you're talking about. They come in strawberry, chocolate, and almond. Oh fuck, I can't remember what they are now.
It's like I think they're called an eclair.
No, down here we call them something different.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of them, but you can get them in the stores too. I know, like in because I know up north they call them eclairs, but down here it's different. I can't remember what the fuck it is though. It's a little bit different. So, but anywho, no, I'm not getting ice cream that is freezer burned from an ice cream truck that's also selling dope. So we'll just leave it at that.
Hey, you could get the LSD for our trip that we need to
No,
take.
no,
So
they're more than
get
likely going to
going,
drop
get going.
down here. It's more than likely going to be meth than it is anything else, and I ain't touching that shit. But
Right then, what do we got up next?
all right, we got these. If this doesn't inspire you to bring 20 Republican voters to the polls with you in November, I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
I'm a socialist because I think we should fund public education, not bombs that kill innocent children.
I'm a socialist because I want to see my immigrant communities live with safety.
But hold on, back to that first check. Education over bombs. Obama dropped more bombs in the Middle East and around the world than, well, any president after Bush because of the war itself. Obama actually did more bombing than Trump ever has, just so everyone knows.
And dignity.
I'm a socialist because I know that the only way we all get free is if we put an end to the US war.
I'm a socialist because no child should have to go to bed hungry without a roof.
Okay, if you do not want children going hungry, send the immigrants back to their country where they can make their country better and we can feed our own hungry population then. You know, because they're so good at making their country great. Send them back. Oh, I kind of hear you, Dee, but I don't.
Yes.
Oh, there you
Send
are.
them back. Send them back.
Okay. I don't know why the mic is just not picking, your mic is not picking up. It's weird. I don't, anywho.
I'm a socialist because I want a sustainable future for my kids.
I'm a socialist because art and culture should be right for all, not a privilege.
I'm a socialist. Queer and trans people deserve to live a dignified life where our healthcare.
Queer and trans people, have fun with that over in Iran and Iraq and Saudi Arabia and other countries where it's forbidden.
I thought all people should have a dignified, right? Why is it that just the trans and queer should have that opportunity, but not everybody else?
I am. Because they're super duper special. And the rest of us need to, those of us who are, and I hate to use the term socially conformative because I really don't fit in that and I hate the term. But those of us who are within reasonable standards of life, of not giving a fuck what you do, but just worrying what we do and making sure nobody encroaches in our lives. Yeah. We're now the ones who are considered abnormal. When it used to be abnormal to, stick your nose in other people's business. It used to be abnormal to put your sexual preferences out in public. Like, how did I, the rebellious kid from the 90s, end up supporting conservatism?
Makes sense. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
From growing up under Marilyn Manson to supporting Trump, I don't know where my life is going next.
Housing and jobs are guaranteed.
I'm a socialist because under
Biden.
capitalism, our healthcare system does not treat people.
Our healthcare don't treat people with dignity. I wonder why. Because, oh yeah, 15% of all of our doctors are from another country that we know of. That's why.
Fake degrees, with
Mm-hmm.
fake degrees to boot. 80 to 90% of them.
Yep. And another reason our healthcare sucks is because we're spread so thin, taking care of so many people, we don't have enough money to take care of those who actually need it. Instead of all the freeloaders who are just taking advantage of it. Go get a fucking job, pay for your own health coverage if you want better coverage. Well,
using our emergency rooms as primary care physician services. Oh, I have a sore throat. Oh, my daughter cut her finger. Yeah,
she don't even need stitches. What the fuck?
Yeah, right. Put a Band-Aid on it. They're being used for anything and everything imaginable that you can think of that does not qualify as an emergency room visit, right? But yet they're utilizing the service. So not only are we paying for it, the taxpayers, but it is utilizing our time. So when you go into the ER and you see, a room that is packed with people, that you're waiting there for hours, that's another reason why I didn't want to go to the emergency room. I knew what I was going to walk into. I knew how long I was going to be there till I was even seen.
And that's only, and again, even if you're brought in by ambulance, unless you are actively dying or bleeding out somehow, you're not going to be bumped to the top of the list.
An ambulance provides.
Say it again.
You ready? Do you want to know the only good thing that calling an ambulance provides?
They can sedate you or
That's
give you
being on a
morphine on the way.
Well, that, but they usually don't. But you're at least on a gurney.
Yeah.
Whereas you're not sitting in the waiting room, uncomfortable as all shit in those waiting room chairs. You're at least on a gurney. You've at least been assessed, for how sick or whatever you are and prioritized. So it's possible you could be bumped up just a tad, but at least you're on a gurney. That's the only positive about calling for the paramedics. But and that's due to a packed. I mean, there's probably a good 200 people, maybe more, that fits in our waiting room. And you walk in there and it's filled.
It's not just our emergency rooms that do that. People don't like to acknowledge that in Europe, in the major cities, it is just as bad, and you will be blessed by God Himself if you are seen and actually get proper care. It happens in Canada all the time. Oh, you need a quadruple bypass? Well, go home and wait. We'll call you when we get a surgeon available.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a girlfriend that needed surgery. She died.
Yes.
She had to wait. She had to wait over 2 years. And that's no joke.
But
She
that's what
waited
free
over 2
health care
fucking
gets
years.
you.
Correct. Yep.
Oh yeah, you'll get your free medical when a doctor's available if you live long enough to see him. But you got free health care. Dumb fucks. I'm telling you, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And they'd look at you and determine whether or not you should even be in the hospital. So, like in my case, somebody could have showed up here over the weekend and said, nah, you're not sick enough. And I could be sick enough that I would have died, but no, they determined, no, you don't need to be there.
No, how many people? There was a person who called the suicide helpline in Canada. And
Yes.
sorry, YouTube, I'm just stating a story as it was in the news. And you know what the fricker said? Have you considered our medical option for it? We'll help you. Not,
Yeah.
hey, you're loved. Don't do that. No, no, no. It's like, here's what your
Right.
options are. You can do it yourself at home. It's like, that's not what the suicide prevention hotline's for.
Right.
So, yeah, there's your free
Well, they're
healthcare.
actively seeking to terminate lives.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Because they
care.
can no longer afford it. And oh, all their open borders?
Right.
Look how well that turned out
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Happening in the
this
UK.
whole, you know what's interesting is, and I really haven't seen the migration pattern map
Okay.
as to just exactly where the fuck all of these people have come from. Like, if we have, okay, so estimates range from 20 to 50 million people are in the US illegally. Okay? So let's take an average and say it's 35 million are here illegally. There's 35 million here. How many are in Canada? How many are in Europe? Where the frick have they all come from?
Most are coming from Western Asia, so India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, sorry, Afghanistan, parts of the Middle East, then parts of
That
the Asian.
So there's over 75 to 100 million people
and then
in those areas that have migrated.
More.
Really?
Into
Wow.
various countries, yes. There's a massive problem in Europe with people from the Pakistan and India going around randomly attacking people. Then we take in all the people out of Africa, taking all the people from Mexico, taking the gang members who were sent to spread the cartel nonsense here in America. China trying to get their foot in the door. Lots of Middle Easterners. We see the Muslims doing what they do. But Islam has hit the Middle East too. So just because they're Islamic doesn't mean that they're from the Middle East. They could be from India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, kind of in that area too. So, and then you take in all the people that aren't supposed to be here from various other countries that hate us. Yeah. There's a lot. And it makes you wonder how there's any population still there. That's what really baffles me.
Yeah, that's
Their
what
home country. Who's left?
Yeah, who's left?
Were they really that overpopulated and the censuses weren't getting it right? That they could still be overpopulated even with a good chunk in other countries, widespread?
Like, take Somalia, okay?
Uh-huh.
How many people are left in Somalia? How many people have immigrated legally and illegally? I mean, look at the numbers we have here.
Uh-huh.
You know, we never really looked at that, you know?
Well, but remember, it's limited to which countries they're going to. A good chunk of Europe, minus like Poland. Poland's like, fuck you, we're not taking anyone. But like most of Europe, the US and Canada are the only places that are being forced to take on illegals. Mexico's running them out. Various other countries over in near in Asia and other regions will not tolerate them. Countries in Africa aren't going to tolerate them, but they all get sent to the westernized countries that, you know, need to be dominated for some reason, because heaven forbid. But no, it's not like they're migrating across the entire globe, but to westernized countries. It's in particular. Uh-oh.
Are you still there?
Oh, there you are. Now I hear you.
I guess we're going to play Can You Hear Me?
Yes, I can
Maybe
hear
we
you.
need to change the thumbnail. All right, we'll change the thumbnail to say, Can we hear her?
That
All right,
Verizon.
let's
Can you hear
finish
me
this up.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to
So
play
I'll
the rest
finish
of
this
this
up then.
or?
Yeah, what? Yeah, go ahead.
But we have all the means necessary for people to get.
I'm a socialist because my students learn better when their families can afford housing, healthcare, and food.
Wait.
I'm a socialist because I want.
She really had a Black Panthers party banner up? Oh my God.
But so they could see it.
Hold on. Let me, yeah. Right there. Does she understand the history of the Black Panthers completely?
Disturbing. It appears to be, I don't know, fourth grade stuff. I don't
see a lot of the
regardless,
classroom, but that's still who in their right
right?
mind. Now I understand why the Black Panthers came to be. I understand their logic. I've heard the arguments. I've watched multiple documentaries on them. What the fuck is she doing having that in a classroom?
But I want to know.
There are
Where's
Black people who don't support the Black Panthers because of their tactics.
Yeah. Right. She that well versed? Is she that well versed on the American Revolution?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, did I lose you again?
Hit play.
Oh, okay.
Housing, healthcare, and food.
I'm a socialist because I want my daughter to grow up in a world that treats working class people.
I'm a socialist because it's the only viable option for our people and our planet.
Okay, the problem with socialists, historically speaking, the hard worker that you want to have dignity from ends up being a slave worker for a country, government-owned factory. You get paid shit because you don't get paid at all. You just get free food if there's any food available in the grocery store.
Now is I'm tired of these blanket statements being made with nothing to support it.
You know, for all the people who scream, I'm a socialist, tell me how you're going to make it work. Let's sit down and troubleshoot your plan on how you're going to make it work. Because I'll tell you how it worked in Mao's China. I can tell you how it worked in Russia. I can tell you how it worked in Italy. Didn't go well. Mussolini ended up strung up by his ankles and shot up with machine guns, as did his mistress and his first and second in command. So, you know, I don't think these people understand enough history to know it's never going to work.
And even from a historical standpoint, okay, toss that out the window and use some type of relevancy that's current events. And they can't.
No. And they have no plan. It's somebody else's job to come up with the plan. They want it, but they're not going to put their skin in the game.
Oh, he can't articulate any type of information in the positive or even in the negative. She can't say, she has no supporting information at all whatsoever. Just a blanket statement.
Like that teacher. with the Black
Yeah.
Panthers
Yes.
flag saying she wants the kids educated. Educated in what? How to actually like, perform terrorist attacks? Like homegrown terrorism to get your way? Wow. This scares me. Everybody sits there and says, free healthcare. Okay, well, have you looked at what free healthcare is like in Europe? Free education. You guys are already too dumb as it is. How am I going to pay for you to get even dumber? Free housing. Have you seen Russia's apartment buildings?
Thousand empty apartments in New York City right now that are supposed to be under the quote Mandami's apartment,
Are they
low cost
livable?
apartments. Okay. And they can't put anybody in there to live in them because they are unlivable.
Bingo.
And
There you go.
and he has just frozen rent on all apartments
For 2 years.
for the next 2 years.
Okay, so now your
Okay.
landlord's as poor as you, and he ain't going to be able to remodel that apartment you need fixed.
But they've increased the water, just increased 6%. Property taxes have been increased. Okay. Where do tenants think that landlords are going to get this money?
They're not. Landlords are actually going
They're
to
not.
suffer while still trying to have to maintain a building at cost higher than what it was before they froze the rent. So somehow landlords are still going to have to fix your place with no money to fix it. Guess what? You're going to be evicted for a building that's gone derelict. No. Maybe we're the crazy ones for seeing this far out into the future and the logic to it.
Sight that these people have, what they're looking at, what we're missing. We obviously, you and I are missing something.
Well, I don't think I'm
Seriously,
missing a
we're
damn
missing
thing. I
some-
think I'm catching exactly what
Well,
those
we
delusional
are.
fucktards are missing.
Well, seems to be on the same page with us, right?
Thank God they're a
I mean,
smaller
they're all,
population than us right now.
yeah. I mean, they're touting here's the way it should be. And so
Let me tell you how I think it
you
should
know,
be. You go live on a farm, grow your own damn food if you want it for free, grow your own damn livestock, raise your own damn chickens if you want it for free. There you go.
gonna happen.
Hey, you want it for free? We'll set you up with 1 acre. Have at it, child.
Frustrating.
It is. Because they don't understand what work needs to go into getting these things. Most people do not understand the process of how you get eggs, how you get milk, how you get any of your food that you eat. It just magically shows up on the store shelves. Nobody knows anything beyond that. Well, not nobody, but most people.
Same of how your textiles, your clothing is made, how toilet paper is made. I mean, imagine, that we that we run out of the toilet paper capacity. What are you going to use then?
We'll
And you
have to go
can't
back to the
flush.
1800s tactics.
Yeah, well, you can't flush rags and stuff down the toilet.
Nope, you got to
That'll
wash
clog
those
the
by
pipes.
hand in the tub
Yeah,
or in the
and who's
sink.
who's that? You think then that's not going to be a problem?
Oh, but then they'll be complaining because again, these idiots think if we go to a socialist society, they will get all the luxury. No, you will not be getting the luxury. The politicians in place right now would be getting the luxury. You would be providing for them. They don't realize how stupid they are.
Yep.
Frickin' imbeciles.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep going. We got a lot to cover.
I know.
Sad.
Okay, let's back this up to the beginning. Corny leftists gleefully throw dolls of President Trump, J.D. Vance, and Pete Hegseth into dustbin of history. Wow. Okay.
Let it play before we say anything.
What's going on here?
Pre-game, carnival, throw these figures, your choice, into the dustbin of history. It's JD in the dustbin of history. Pete Hegseth, who's your name, sir? Ron. Ron's going to put Pete Hegseth in the dustbin of history. When he gets it in, move it up. When he gets it in, everybody cheer, okay? Well done, Juan. Hit one of our handstands or one of our buttons. Oh! Everybody, Cat is the first one today to pick the biggest crook of them all, the Donald. When Cat gets the Donald in the bin, I want to hear a big cheer. Are you ready to play, Cat? Into the bin. Who are you throwing? Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump.
Like, you can't lose.
Well done, Cat.
They couldn't even make it complicated.
See, there you go with their behavior. They couldn't even make it a challenging game. They are such losers that they have to make it so that they could win.
You could literally just reach over and drop it. You don't even gotta throw it in any
You don't even gotta
effort.
chuck it. Yeah, you don't even gotta chuck. You don't even have to give it a oomph. Me and you could do it from the wheelchair.
I know.
Yeah.
Make life a little challenging so we have something to look forward to. Goals besides cement walls, cement floors, and cement ceilings.
That if they were going to throw for the Donald, that they would have pulled the bin back a couple feet. You know, that should have been a challenge. But oh no. Why didn't you move it a little bit closer? Yeah.
I mean, it was like 4 feet away from the person. They literally just walked up and underhanded it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, geez, I think the baby would have been able to toss it in, you know?
But it's also the disrespect
Yeah.
that they are having towards our leaders.
Yes.
Who have so far kept most terrorist attacks from happening here. You know, I just don't get this. This is so ass-backwards. Can we send them to Russia and China and the rest of us stay put? Pretty please. Anyone who wants socialism, go live in China for a year. Go live in Russia for a year. North Korea for a year. Please. Uh-oh. Did I lose D again?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's it for that video. They're just freaking idiots. And then you sent this over. What the fuck is this?
This was another, this was a 4th of July celebration.
If they were so impressed by the Americans, they wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Yes, correct. So this was a hippity hoppity, hop hop hip, hippity hop. How's that song go? Hippity hoppity.
Get the fuck
That's
off my
Easter's
property.
on its way.
Sorry.
Fuck, that's funny. Sorry. But there's a song hippity. There's a
the Peter Cottontail.
No, I said that already, but there's another like a pop song that's hop to the hip to the hop, whatever.
Okay, let me see if I can play it. I have no clue. I don't want to get us in trouble, so let me mute that for the rest.
Just reminds me Do-do-do, shove it up your ass. Do-do-do, shove it up your ass.
Kind of a polka
I
nonsense
mean, like,
twist.
what the
And
is
there's
all
kids
that?
there getting carrots shoved in their
Yes.
face.
Yes. But that's okay.
If you want
You're
to be
fucking sick.
vegan that bad, go for it.
You're sick. I'm telling you now, I'll say it to your face. You're a sick fuck. You are a sick fuck.
Weren't those spandex pants back in the 80s?
Baby.
Pink dude there
Hold
wearing
on.
the butterfly and
Yeah.
shit? That was like a 1980s, late 80s, early 90s spandex era. It was, I remember those pants. They were weird. I had a yellow pair. What do these people say? This is who you're arguing with in your comments. Yeah. Parrots. Attention, patriots. Meet our Civil War opponents. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You're sick. You're sick.
Mhm.
You're sick. You need help. That
And then some.
commercial that meme with that black guy that says, you need help.
Get
Yeah.
help. Yeah, Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx. Get help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, hold on a second, Crazy Bee. I got to go grab something. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. I'll grab a drink while you're doing so.
Okay. If I can find mute.
Oh, if not, I can mute you over on this end and just text me when you're back. So yeah. Folks, don't destroy your lives like these people did. And what's worse is they think they're going to last into history and people will remember who they are and that they were part of something massive. I think we need to go back to shaming and making fun of people and teasing people. Not bullying, like, beating the tar out of them, bullying, but just making fun of people and teasing them. I absolutely support it. Alrighty. Alrighty. What is going on? There you are.
I couldn't figure out how to get back on.
Oh, eventually. Right?
Oh, sorry. I had to get up and run into the office. Girl.
All right. Next
Okay,
tab.
so we'll be panting. We'll be panting for the next couple minutes. Okay.
Oh, this will
All
give you
right,
time
I'll
to
take
catch
the
your breath.
next one.
This is
All right,
Ilhan
well, I'll do.
Omar celebrating the Somali Independence Day. Uh-oh. I see green flashing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow. But just abolish ICE. That's a dance that takes a lot of skill. I think that's a bit far from their traditionalist dancing, but okay. Now, question is that her brother, a cousin, or somebody else related to her?
Husband, her second husband, her third or fourth husband.
Her brother, cousin, husband guy?
Yes.
Her brother is her cousin
Now,
and her husband.
see any problem with a representative taking part in dancing or carrying on or whatever? I must admit that because I'm racist, I have an issue with the with her dancing to traditional Muslim dance in the United States. I'm sorry, I do.
Actually,
It's
Muslims
just the
don't
way
allow
I.
women to dance, period. It's just the Somali
Okay.
dancing. Traditional Muslim, the Sharia law, should be dead for dancing in public.
Then maybe then there is hope after all.
Problem is she hates America. Like, I understand respecting your ancestors and taking pride in your ancestry. But if you are in America and you are an American who supposedly loves America, you wouldn't want to abolish ICE while partaking in this kind of stuff. I can see loving America still. Like, I've gone to Polish cultural festivals, German cultural festivals. Nothing wrong with it, but America still should come first. She does not put America first. This is why this is still disrespectful. Oh, I saw a
Thing
flash.
is, I
Oh, there you are.
the other thing is I have been watching for the last week and a half various content creators doing legal types of things. They're either an attorney who is watching, videos of criminals and, what they are guilty of, blah, blah, blah. But now it has switched over to watching actual police crimes, which, as you know, I've worked in the police department. So I am more than well aware of what goes on. I am. I've read these reports. I have seen these reports. I've seen homicide, rapes, aggravated assault reports, burglaries, robberies. I've seen all of it, a robbery gone wrong that's turned into a homicide. So I tried to stay away from that stuff. But these videos that I started watching of these attorneys has now led me down the path of back to crime itself. I really want these motherfuckers that want to abolish ICE and to defund the police to watch these videos that I've been watching, okay? And I want you to tell me who is going to handle the call.
Social
Who is going
workers.
to handle? Okay.
That's what they've already said. They'll send social workers instead of police because social workers are more effective somehow. I'm just
The
repeating their
social
argument.
worker, so the social worker is going to stop the criminal who has been blowing up 20 police officers that are outside the door.
Yeah. Oh,
and
absolutely.
and the children who are hiding under the bed, who have their door barricaded.
Oh, yeah. The
So the
social worker's going to
crazed.
protect them with their magic
Okay.
powers. Don't you know they have like a special ring that creates a magical barret bound, like a magical bubble thing where anyone who's inside that bubble automatically calms down and becomes a nice person.
One there where the woman is being kidnapped and raped and tortured. That same social worker is going to protect her.
Yep, that magic bubble turns everyone into a teddy bear, sweet and cuddly and calm as soon as they get into the magic bubble from the ring of the superpowered social worker. I don't know. Seriously, I'm coming up with the same shit they probably would. It's not going to work. And these dumb fucks think it will. I'm with you. Social workers ain't going to do shit. But you got to come up with some fanciful reason that's completely delusional in order to side with the dingbats.
Truly do not wish anybody ill will,
I don't
okay?
either.
However, that being said, I don't want to let this, what I'm about to say, leave my lips, but it's going to have to, because I believe it's the only way that people are going to wake the fuck up. And that is to these people that are espousing abolish ICE, abolish the police, abolish this and that. Something has to happen to one of their loved ones
That's
for
still
them to
not going to
have the
work.
wake up call.
In the UK, a
You don't
woman's
think?
young child was part of a knifing incident. She was stabbed in the head, ended up with brain damage. And you know what the lady says? Oh, I don't think the guy understood what he was doing because no one in their right mind would do that to a child. There's nothing to forgive. He was not himself. Oh, yeah, there's room for everyone here. That was her exact, basically her speech, almost word for word. After her daughter, who was just a toddler, ended up with brain damage because of being stabbed in the head by a crazy guy over in Europe.
See?
Yeah. Oh, that didn't come through. It lit up, but it didn't come through.
Like,
There you
really?
are. Now you're going through.
Really?
Yeah, really. I can show you the video later.
Disgusting.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, she herself, the working mother and the working father, yeah, they're immigrants as well. So all the more reason we shouldn't be mad at the immigrant who did this to them. The freeloading immigrant with the mental illness who hurt the hardworking immigrant's child. Yeah. It's really, really messed up what they are doing over in the UK. And I don't think that was the
Hey,
woman's true feelings. I think she was forced to give that speech the way she did against her will. Because if she said anything bad about the guy, she probably would have ended up in jail. I honestly don't believe anyone, any sane parent, would say those kind of things after that happened to their child. I'll show you I'll send a link to the video about it when we're done here, because the person who covered it covers it in a way that's much more vulgar and spoken out than we do.
still think that maybe it has to happen on a larger scale.
Europe's already on that level and still
yeah.
not learning.
Well, states. I don't mean in Europe. It needs to some things need to happen here in the US that hopefully that I could only pray would be the wake up call that I'm looking for. But maybe you're right. Maybe I'm thinking about it the wrong way, and
You're thinking about
maybe
it
it's
from a
not going to be.
perspective where it would shock you awake, but
Yes.
most of these people are
Yes.
so delusional down this rabbit hole, they
Yeah.
that may not be enough.
Be their shock factor.
I can only
What would
hope it
shock?
would.
Right, but if it's not, what would be their shock factor?
Probably never. Nothing. I don't think there are some people who are not savable from this.
Damn shame.
It is. I absolutely agree with you. But like from what because I've been watching a lot of what's going on in Europe, and it's headed our way if we don't stop it before it gets here.
Here, it's just how bad is it going to get?
Well, it depends on how much are we going to tolerate.
It's everywhere here. People better wake the fuck up. Because if not, It's going to be a little bit too late.
Mm-hmm. I
And we're
think
going
we
to
go
be like,
Poland's route. You step 1 foot across the border, there's bullets going your direction with like zero impunity.
I was banned from Twitter because that's exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I said, when you put your foot over that line, and all I said was, ICE or the Marines need to do what they need to do. That's all I said. I didn't say shoot and kill anybody. I didn't say shoot and
Oh.
zing their
It's a
toe.
good thing I haven't been on
You know
Twitter
what I
for a
mean?
while.
Yeah, I didn't say zing and shoot their toe or whatever, or zing and miss them, right? I just said do what they need to do, and I was expelled. I was kicked off the
Hey,
platform
I
for
was
violent
kicked off
content.
for putting medical studies and drug studies up on the fucking platform. So, that happens. Well, it was under the last ownership, not under Elon Musk. Um, but yeah.
Oh, you tell me. That's what needs to happen. That's what a sovereign nation would do.
Every
That
other
would
nation's
be
allowed to be a sovereign nation
yes,
except us westernized ones that were
yes,
mostly Christian.
right,
All of a sudden, we're not
right.
allowed to be sovereign.
Would be to either stop in your tracks and you get arrested, right?
Mm-hmm.
And either sent back immediately, or B, the worst case scenario, we're sorry, but
There's
you
a
meet your maker.
plastic bag over in the
Uh-huh.
corner that gets loaded into the back of a truck because, if we go illegally into Mexico, they can shoot on the spot if we choose not to listen. You can go to Russia. Guess what Russia will do to you if you illegally cross it? How about what China will do to you? Good luck with North Korea. Guess what Iran would do to us if we tried just randomly moving in without their permission? But we're not
Some of
allowed to do it to
those,
them.
right, right. Well, I would say probably North Korea, Iran, a lot of the Middle Eastern states,
Uh-huh.
they probably would take us alive because we would be valuable. They would think that we would get some money for our
Yeah,
return.
I know.
They would think we'd make good hostages,
Yeah,
right?
but they're going to torture the fuck out of us in the
Oh
process.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I
You
mean,
better think about you better think about that because their version of torture is it
they don't
doesn't feel
follow
real
the
good.
human rights rules that westernized states
Right.
follow. And here's the other thing. Imagine if we went in there and we started taking over their religious sites, started going and practicing our religion in the streets, started assaulting their people at random, like what they do to us. If we were to do that, we would be executed. But we are to be nice to them, turn the other cheek, and tolerate this over and over and over again. God provided me with 4 cheeks. You're only getting 2 chances. Then I'm going to knock your lights out. It's like, do people not realize how hypocritically stupid they are? And on top, what's worse is it's the dumb, idiot, white liberal women who would be the victims of this who are supporting it. I'm giving up my right to vote so other women can't. That's it. I'm done. I'll give up my right to vote as long as they overturn the 19th Amendment.
You go.
I will trust it to the men because the women are too stupid and they make me look bad. Overturn the 19th. I know, it sounds weird. But I'll give up my right to vote for the sake of America. Oh, say that again? You were really quiet. Okay, I didn't. Why is there volume on?
What?
There you go.
I don't know. What is next?
You don't gotta yell. It just randomly picks up. It's not that.
I don't know.
It's not.
I'm just making it so you can hear me.
Yeah, well, you don't gotta yell. It's just the microphone doesn't register for some reason, and I don't think it's because of you. I don't know why your microphone's being stupid, but it is. So, what's next is Mom Down Me. Don't you send any jets, Trump. Trump sending a whole fleet.
So
Did Mom Donnie really say not to put any flyovers this year?
he, New York, to my knowledge.
I'm glad Trump has a say. Let's take a look. Okay, that's cool. That's Hudson Bay, isn't it? I'm sorry, it was so hard to hear you.
Hudson River.
Yeah, I was able to hear you without the yelling. It finally picked up.
Don't know what's picking up and not, so.
Well,
hence the holler.
But here's the thing: is it picks up even when you're talking normally. It just is a delayed pickup. It's like it fades in for some reason. It's weird.
Don't know. If I talk normal, you say you can't hear me, so that's why I'm hollering.
Never mind. I'm not going to be able to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it, but yeah. Okay, so nice flyby.
Fucking rock. This rocks.
It does. I love it. Trump just going right over the Hudson.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You have to see it. This is one video that you have to see. Red, white, and blue. The U.S. military, the jets, just doing an awesome freaking job. I mean, it comes out as an American flag and just shoots out into red, white, and blue down the river. Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful flyby. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is an awesome one. I love it. It looks great. It really does. We need more of that more routinely.
I don't know about you, Crazy V, but for me, it can move me to tears. It evokes pride. It evokes Americanism. It evokes pride in my country. It invokes who we are, who I am as an American citizen, and I value all the freedoms that we have in this country and everything that we have in this country.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud to be an American. I don't think I'd want to be anything else.
I wouldn't. Other than Polish. If America were to fall, I could see going to Poland as a backup, but that's not my primary choice. But again, America, I mean, I'm always proud of being American. I will not hesitate. I mean, like, seriously, people don't understand what it's like to live elsewhere. And again, look at all these foreigners who came over for the FIFA Cups, the soccer, and they realize that they've been fed a load of bullshit about America. It took decades of lying to finally get it here and get these people to come over, and all of a sudden, America's great again. All right. Next up is this idiot.
This is calls to assassinate U.S. President Donald Trump rang out before tens of thousands attending the funeral events for Iran's late supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. Why should we not kill the man who killed my imam, a speaker said. Trump's assassination is our duty. Never abandon your revenge.
I'm all for Trump just leveling it. Make sure every good person who is more Christianized, more westernized, does not believe in radicalism, make sure they go to the side, to a corner of the country. We wipe out the rest. They come back and they build it better.
There's the key word you just said, and that's build back better.
Mm-hmm.
Let them rebuild their own country.
Amen. There's no reason why they can't. But we don't have to tolerate leaders like this.
I watched some videos that I will have to send to you. They're way back, so I'll have to dig them back out. But they're videos of families that are living in the caves in Iran, okay, underground because of all the bombing that Trump has done. And it shows families trying to live in these rooms that have been carved out, or these caves. And they, have a blanket to lay on. Now, if I'll say that a lot of it has to be propaganda, obviously, but is there some truth to it? I don't know. It's something you and I will have to take a look at. It just gives me reason to pause in that, what are they doing because of the destruction that they have faced, or facing? Have they done anything to improve it for the citizens?
The
I doubt
government,
it very much.
not a chance in hell. The people
Yeah.
themselves, maybe. But about the time they fix it, it's just going to get wiped out again. So, most of them are probably waiting for this shit to end before they start doing anything.
Then that I'll send over to you. I'll have to find it again, and in some respects, it makes me think that they're putting it on a show on for the camera, because it doesn't quite seem lived in to me. But we'll have to determine that. So I'm sure there are some people that are living like that, but what was shown on TV was just a little bit too pristine for my taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay.
Next up.
If we can hear, we'll hit play. Let's see what he has to, if we can understand him.
از این به بعد کفن جای جام بر تن ماست. قسم به خون تو قتل ترامپ گردن ماست.
How many of those people cheering are cheering at gunpoint, and that's why it's not on camera?
Oh no.
Because we know they mowed down 30,000 of their own people just, not even a year ago?
About a year.
Yeah. It's somehow, I don't think they're cheering of their own free will. I really don't.
While we're celebrating our independence, we have Iran chanting death to America.
Yep.
That's kind of scary in a way.
Yeah.
Especially when we're going to be celebrating the 25th year, right? Is it 25 years since 9/11, right?
Yeah. It has been.
This December.
That's right. My nephew turns 25 this year. He was born just a couple weeks after. Mm-hmm. God, that's wild. My grandfather's been passed away for 25 years. Shit.
26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so go figure. Go figure. No, that's not true. Um, but imagine we're celebrating our independence, and there are countries that literally want to obliterate us off the face of the earth.
We're known as the big devil. Europe is known as the
Yes.
little devil, according to these people. This is why I don't like extremists. I don't like anything being turned into an extreme, and anyone who goes extreme needs some serious psychiatric help. So,
Scares me for, as I said, either is it going to be one big event? Is it going to be several small events to disrupt our services, being our response services? Uh, That's what concerns me. Are we prepared for the next attack? And I do think something's going to happen,
oh, I'm sure people are
unfortunately.
planning in America right now. There was already stopped the one that was
Yes.
supposed to happen at the UFC event. That was an idiot doing something stupid. And what's sad is most of these mass shootings and attempts on things are being reported by family members. The FBI's not even noticing.
Oh, it's a
Sorry.
little bit alarming. I said it's a little bit alarming. That's all.
Yeah. I was clearing my throat and I missed what you were starting to say. So, yeah, it is. This is again why I say arm yourselves, because it's going to take a while for the police to get there. And when every second counts, you don't always have time to hide until the police show up.
Over the weekend with I didn't want to get up and get out, which I should do. I need to do a little bit security, let's just say that. But here was me laying with the butcher knife. Anyway, that would have been interesting.
Kind of like the day when the 3 delivery guys showed up at the same time, back to back to back.
That was pretty funny. Uh-huh. Yeah, and I could have easily been absconded with, you know what I mean? But they were like, nah, we heard about the bitch. We don't want to take her. So, yeah, there's that too. Reputation has something to do with it. Yeah, that was funny though that day. You couldn't make that up for love nor money. You know what I mean?
And I'm
If
just
if
sitting
if
there
you
wondering why you're yelling so damn much.
yeah, if you wouldn't have been on the phone and I told you that, you would have been D, get the hell out of here. That couldn't have happened that way. But
But
you
I
were
was
on the
on the
phone with
phone.
me. Yeah,
Yes.
that was so funny.
Oh, it was freaking
Can't
great.
make it up.
I know
Yep.
it scares the shit out of you, but I just can't help laughing at it because it's too fucking funny.
Package and I stand up and there's somebody right in my face and I'm like,
Yep.
that was epic. That was a good day for being afraid. Yeah.
Looking back at it,
Well,
it's funny. At the moment, it
yes,
wasn't.
wasn't, and luckily I wasn't armed, or there could be 3 dead delivery men. There'd be Amazon, Walmart, and the pizza guy laid out in the yard.
And a
Could you
bunch of
see
police
me?
officers who are really
Right.
confused.
Yes, they'd be like, what
They
the
would be removing
funniest
the guns
thing.
from the house like, this woman nuts.
That would be funny, wouldn't it? I mean, really. Like,
Tragic and
ma'am,
funny.
what
Yeah,
did you do?
it's like a skit
Yeah,
from Abbott and Costello type of thing.
yes, yes. Carol Burnett, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, oh my lord.
I love
I didn't think
Lucy
about it that
losing her
way, but
mind.
I
And you're a
left it
redhead too,
for
so
it. I love Lucy on the candy machine, right? As it's rolling by, she's shoving candy in her mouth and, and I'm shooting delivery men. Okay. Oh, that was
It was like
funny.
conveyor belt of delivery meant today.
Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. Tragedy. Tragedy bestows.
You're
Yep.
just bonking them
Don't
over the head
deliver
as they
here.
show up.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Before
All right.
YouTube
What do we
sends the
got
men in
up
the white
next?
coats with the Thorazine. Next.
There you go. There you go. Must have been on LSD.
Uh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. What do we got next?
You sent this one over, and I didn't read it or watch it, so.
Okay. Well, let me read. So this is an American woman. Why are you guys bullying other black people because they're celebrating the 4th of July? This nation belongs to us just as much as it belongs to anyone else. Black Americans have fought in every war this country has ever had. We even fought in the Civil War that ultimately secured our freedom. No nation is perfect, and every country has its flaws, but I still believe the United States is the greatest nation on earth. There is no other place I'd rather live. Today, I'll be celebrating the 4th of July with my friends and family, enjoying barbecue and watching fireworks, just like millions of other Americans. If you don't want to celebrate, that's your choice. But if you have a problem with those of us that do, keep your negativity to yourself. And if America is truly that terrible in your eyes, nobody is stopping you from packing your bags and moving to somewhere else.
Amen.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Well, I kind of got an issue with this. Because she's
so?
black. She's black.
So what?
And I thought that yeah, well, I thought the 4th of July was for white people.
Nah, what's not?
That's what I heard.
Yeah, but that's the
That's
idiot
hey,
racist
hold
trying to
up,
make it
hold up.
racist.
Right, I'm just saying. The 4th of July is for white people. Black people had Juneteenth, okay? We weren't allowed to
The
participate in
racist
Juneteenth.
black people.
Plus they have Martin Luther King Day. Plus they have the whole month of Black History Month. And I'm
February.
just out here saying that I thought that everybody that I've heard on the black side is saying that the 4th of July was for the white people. Am I wrong?
Those are the racist people. There are lots of
I
black
see.
people who disagree
And I
with
just want to
them.
confirm that that's right. If you say that, you're racist.
They are.
The 4th of July is for every American.
Yep.
American.
I have a feeling this is just repeating what we read, but let's hear it out.
Why are you guys bullying other black people because they're celebrating the 4th of July? Like, oh, so where were you on Juneteenth? Celebrating. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't do both, right? But we can't. Even though we're black Americans, we can't celebrate Juneteenth and the 4th of July. We can't, right? Because you pay the bills in our household, right? Okay, oh, and you're gonna take the invisible black card because other black people are celebrating the 4th of July. Get out of here. You guys are miserable. You need to go touch grass. At the end of the day, even when I was little, the 4th of July was such a great time. It's summer, the weather's good, you get together with family, you guys play games, you guys cook out, you do fireworks at the end of the day. And that's beautiful. What is wrong with that? I swear people are just so miserable. They just want to suck and steal the joy out of people's lives. It is okay to like America. You live here. This is your country. It is okay. Are we perfect? No, we are not. Neither is any other country. Please move to another country that is perfect and it's going to meet every single one of your wants and needs. Go ahead, do it. I encourage you to. Anyways, I'm going to celebrate today and tomorrow and Sunday, 250 years of this country.
Mm-hmm.
Go out, enjoy your family. Happy 4th, everyone. Love you guys.
That makes sense. You can choose which holidays to celebrate and partake in because you're in America. Not North Korea, where you are forced to partake in the ones that are demanded by the great supreme leader or whatever the fuck his name is.
Ma'am, I just wanted to throw that out there so that people saw that we still are having issues, and this whole the 4th of July is for white people because we're, you know, blacks and our true day is, Juneteenth, and that's the day, we were freed from bondage and all of that happy horse shit. Come on. You know why? That should have never been made and it's made a federal holiday to boot.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You know what I mean?
Most other religious holidays aren't federal holidays. Well, no, hold on. Easter, Christmas, those are considered religious holidays that are exempt. So,
Not.
What
They're
is
not
it? I'm
federal
sorry?
holidays. They're not federal holidays.
The religious holidays that are federally
Religious.
respected across the nation.
Legit federal holidays like Juneteenth is an actual federal holiday where the government is shut down. For Easter and Good Friday, the government is not shut down.
I
They're
thought it
open.
was.
No. Banks are open on Good Friday.
Not in my town. Oh, but then again, they choose to shut everything down because it's a small town and very religious. I mean, like, even the restaurants don't open until after church lets out.
So that's the 1950s that people are looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
That some people are looking for. We have there's that group, and then we have the socialist group. So which group is going to win out here? I don't know.
Oh, can't guarantee anything, but enough people are starting to reject the socialist ideologies. Maybe some more will pop in.
Instead of going north to south, let's just split it east to west and see how the experiment goes.
Except the same people are actually between the East and the West. We're all in the Midwest. Because you got your major cities across the East Coast, New York, Baltimore, Boston, down through North Carolina, all those cities and stuff, they're all blue. They're all liberal idiots. It's the rural areas in the middle of nowhere where we can't stand that kind of bullshit. That, we're underpopulated and underrepresented.
Be able to hear me at all.
I'm sorry?
But I said you mustn't be able to hear me because I said, so you have to move.
Oh, so we're going to move everybody.
Correct. So you have a choice. Will you pick either, the West is for the socialists and the East is for the normal people.
So just swap
And
homes with
whatever
somebody.
side, correct. Move on out. And let's try it as a 10-year experiment. Instead of fighting, if you don't want to see a war, let's do it the peaceful way.
East and West Germany, North and South Korea, and yet, West Germany did better than East Germany. South Korea is doing better than North Korea. So yeah, this has been experimented on.
Was war related almost. That wasn't done.
Oh no, it was for political. That's Korea separated into two separate countries because one wanted communism dictatorship, the other wanted capitalism and democracy, and that's why it split into two. Same with East and West Germany. Part was under the Iron Dome, the Iron Curtain, and the other part was westernized.
Right?
So, no, this experiment's been done twice.
And I can't hear you.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me now?
There you go.
No, I was saying communism versus capitalism has been done twice. and one ended up giving in and caving, and West Germany became merged with East Germany again. But the Koreas are still separated 70 something years later.
So you get what you asked for then, right? You live where you get what you wanted.
Uh-huh.
So go. So why can't we have the split?
We definitely
And
can.
I say build a wall up and down, that there's only one door that you can come in, and
Oh,
you
it's going to
have
be
to
like in
come
West
in legal.
Germany. It's going to be like in East Germany where they're making all kinds of ways to try and get over the wall without getting shot or killed by the East Germans to escape. You know, people literally fell out of tents, like high story buildings. They fell out of the windows trying to jump across to the other side. So, you know, I could see that happening. People tried to escape it.
You wanted to be on that side.
Or maybe their parents wanted to be on that
Not
side, but the kids didn't want to, and they decided to try and flee the next generation down.
have to come up with some. We need to have a little bit of a think tank to think out the various scenarios that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right now you all want to go, but say your children want to come back, then
That
they get
they're
the
free to.
opportunity to come back.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
but you watch, the socialist side will prevent people from leaving because they desperately need the people to work in the factories for nothing to make the money to survive on. But bad capitalism, but still need capitalism to buy things. So, you know, that happens too.
generous and give you a get out of fuck jail free card.
Oh,
Says I
we'll be
fucked up.
generous to them,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
Western Germany was. But the
Right.
problem is the Eastern Germans did not want those people to leave and would kill them if they tried. You will stay under threat of death, and you will enjoy communism whether you like it or not.
Happy, right?
Oh, yes, you'll enjoy communism under threat of death.
Perhaps if we don't do that for all of them, then they have to open their doors to an illegal, or have to do something like have to give up, like, half of their salary, or, you know, make it so that they are living the socialist life, right?
These
Like,
idiots will
you know,
never understand, or they learn
you,
once they finally get it working.
you make $100,000 a year, well, you only get to keep 20. The rest goes to the socialist pot.
Well, that's in the areas that actually were nice enough to give money, because there's times that socialism, communism, you don't get any of that money at all. Your repayment is you have an apartment to live in. You have your cinder block cement apartment to live in, and you get whatever might be available at the bread lines. So there's that.
Grocery stores that are, well, not doing too well.
Uh-huh. Like Mom Dami promising the free food and stuff until, well, he hasn't even opened the grocery stores yet. So, there's that too. Yeah. We'll see how this all goes. New York's going to be the real test, and how many people are going to be dead or fleeing. I think by the end, it's only going to be Islamic people living there because they're going to be the only ones who can afford to live there.
Getting the free stuff.
Mm-hmm. Because it's still a step up from living where they've been living. If you think about, like, what it's like, what life quality of life is like in the Middle East versus in America, even our crappiest living system is 10 times better than what's over there.
One.
Oh, next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't have to watch the whole thing. This
Okay.
is Black conservative perspective. The liberals trying to accept that Japan loves America.
Japan is back.
Female Prime Minister in the history of Japan. Madam Prime Minister, please say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you all. 本日、米国の海軍創設250周年という記念すべき節目に、トランプ大統領とともに地域の
God bless America. That's a big, beautiful building.
Fireworks and drone displays.
Boy. So I gotta tell you guys, yesterday I made a video about how you have some liberal cities, Democrats, celebrating Somali Independence Day. And in that video, I stated, I don't know if there are any other foreign countries that are celebrating America's Independence Day, but here in America, we're celebrating another country's Independence Day, right? I don't think that we should be celebrating a foreign country's Independence Day, especially a country like Somalia, okay, a country that has absolutely nothing to do with America. But I was wrong in the sense that apparently there are foreign countries that do celebrate America's Independence Day. In fact, Japan is doing that, right? Japan is actually celebrating the 4th of July. And I got to tell you guys, absolutely love what we're seeing from Japan. And everybody should be able to understand the irony of a country like Japan, which basically is a modern day protectorate, right, amongst major powers, celebrating America's independence, despite the fact that 80 years ago-ish, we bombed the same country with a nuclear bomb that currently is putting on a voluntary celebration of America's 250th birthday in what I believe to be a rare example of nation building going right. Okay, we ended up essentially colonizing Japan after the war for a few years, rewriting their constitution. And now fast forward to today, Japan is celebrating America's 250th birthday.
I want to point out that when America colonized, yes, we rewrote their constitution, but we did not rewrite their history or their culture. Despite what some groups want to say, we did not go into Japan and force them to become Americanized and give up their history and culture. I'm sorry, it sounded like you said something I couldn't hear.
Said correct.
Okay, I heard. That's what
Okay.
I was just giving a
You
break in
didn't
case
say
you wanted
any.
to add anything else onto it.
And I'm waiting for you to say something. Jeez. We just can't get our shit together. And
I was
that is
waiting to
why
see if
we are
you wanted
called.
to add anything, so I didn't cut
And
you
I'm
off.
waiting for you. And I'm waiting for you. And then that's why we are called wrecked sisters. Because we are a fucking wreck.
Yeah,
Brain
sometimes
wreck
the
today.
lag kicks in, and then we end up talking
Yes.
over each other, and it's like, damn it.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Birthday, right? You love to see
Way
it.
if I
So
failed to
the Tokyo
mention, yeah.
Go ahead.
If I failed to mention, Everything that we are showing you is for informational purposes only. We post our links in the description listed below from researched sources, and we try to have a variety of sources. As you see, today is our post 4th of July special. Any comment that you have to say about anything that's posted, feel free to leave in YouTube or Rumble, or you could certainly post up on the Discord.
The skyline was lit up for the 250th birthday of American independence. Again, you know, a relationship basically built on dependence now, right? Japan being dependent on the United States to rebuild, and we rebuilt them right, right? We built them right. So if you see some of these celebrations, again, this is the new prime minister with President Trump. Love to see it. Awesome display. Fireworks. Red, white, and blue.
Oh, they sure love America.
Yeah, I think the Japanese might be more patriotic than liberals, right? They might be more American than liberals, to be honest with you. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. So you have the Tokyo Tower, the Rainbow Bridge. You have the Tokyo Aqua Symphony. You also have some cherry blossom trees that are being gifted to the United States of America in celebration of our 250th birthday.
We are here at the Tidal Basin to check out the cherry blossom trees Japan gifted to the people of the United States in the celebration of the America's 250th anniversary.
I did not realize they were actually gifting us some cherry trees for our birthday.
They've gifted us cherry trees. There's the cherry blossom. I think it's in April.
Yes.
I know my parents were there and said that it was absolutely beautiful. I've never been down there at that time, but that was a gift to us. And that's cool that they've gifted us again.
Yep, I have been to the I've been to Washington D.C. in the spring when the cherry blossoms were in full bloom. I took extra epinephrine because bees, but it is gorgeous to see the city with all the cherry trees in it.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I like the Japanese. I like the Japanese.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We are blessed as a nation. We are truly blessed in everything that we have and everything that we take for granted. We are really blessed.
Most
and
of us
people
older
don't
ones know
realize it.
Well, I think
Yep.
quite a few of us older generations get it, and some of us young ones with the intelligence to get it. But it's the idiots. We can go back to them later.
The freedoms and opportunities that are given to us in this country to pretty much do whatever you want, you can do.
Yep. Whatever and whenever, as long as it's not illegal.
A lot. Okay, I am an anime fan, right? I like certain aspects of Japanese culture, the food. I love sushi. Love sushi. Love sushi. Love sushi. Yeah, and I hope to visit Japan one day. To be honest with you, okay, I think that they're a great example of a high trust society, a society that I wish that some of the aspects of their culture would rub off in some of these liberal cities, right? Low crime, low mass migration, immigration, Just overall, I think a great example of, a good culture, right? And just good people overall, right? So again, I hope to visit Japan one day. Is on my bucket list. I think the Japanese are doing it right. Okay. Shout out to the Japanese. They're more patriotic, more Americans than liberals here in America, right? Who still have not gotten over slavery, right? They're still boohoo whining crying slavery, while it seems as if the Japanese have moved on from being nuked by us, right? Again, you have people here who, again, can't move on from slavery.
The United States of America was founded on a simple idea: liberty and justice for some. Let's get smarter in seconds about it. On July 2nd, 1776, the Continental Congress voted to declare the 13 colonies free and independent states from Great Britain. And then on July 4th, 1776, they adopted the text of the Declaration of Independence, and that is why we celebrate the 4th of July. But of the 56 men who signed the Declaration of Independence, 41 enslaved people at some point in their life. And the colonies that would go on to become the United States were built on stolen land taken from indigenous people through broken treaties and outright violence, and enslavement was protected by law in all 13 of them. We the people did not include everyone. Women and
That's why we included our, amendments to give you guys the rights to equal to the white people in the, 60s. But, oh my Lord.
A very good point that I really don't think is talked about that much. And that is the internment of the Japanese, as well as the bombing and obliterating of hundreds of thousands of Japanese men, women, and children, right?
Uh-huh.
And they somehow have moved on and have become one of our greatest allies, right?
Well,
and yet a group, the slaves, that generation, somehow all blacks, all, who the majority, their ancestors were never a slave. They feel like they were slaves or had family members that were slaves. And they carry that burden, they carry that stigma with them and say that they're suppressed and they're still, their rights are violated and that they're owed something. How does that, I never thought about it before.
Well,
but
there
how
are
does that
people who have survived the Japanese internment camps here in America, like the dude
Yes.
from Star Trek, who decided to be victimized by it after the fact, like decades later. He never once complained about it throughout the 80s and 90s, but when Obama came in office, all of a sudden he became nuts. But there are people who have spoken out and decided to take the victim mentality of the Japanese internment. But actually, it's funny that there was this one chick who wrote a book about how her grandparents found and fell in love with each other in these internment camps, but she somehow turned it into a tragedy instead of an absolute wonderful love story that it should have been, about overcoming the hardships and still finding happiness. Nope, she tried to turn around and to turn it into a victimhood thing. So, I mean, I don't know.
But I mean, saying is, yeah, those stories are few and far between compared to the generalized, I'd say the majority of blacks we hear about.
Oh yeah, they're
Right,
all
right?
victims. Well, they all try to be.
They're all majority are victims. Where in the Japanese culture, I don't hear that. Do you?
They could just be afraid of getting another nuke if they speak out. But then again, they did touch our boats in Pearl Harbor, so justified, kind of.
You know, that if that's the case, if we're going to go with that rationale, then blacks should be worried that we're going to enslave them again.
Well, you know.
Right? Right?
I'm going to sit there and be a smartass.
Yeah, just
I could
saying.
absolutely be a
Just saying.
smartass, but it's going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, right? Just
Oh my God. Actually, you know what? We don't even got to enslave them. They do it themselves. They live off of the welfare system. They're dependent on us. If all we got to say is tough shit and starve and cut off the food stamps. I mean, the way society is looking, it's like technically they're already heavily dependent on us for food, clothing, and a place to live, just like the slaves were dependent on their masters for food, clothing, and a place to live.
But now that I think about it, that's true. So I need me somebody here at the house to help out. Just saying.
I mean, they don't even realize how stupid they are. They became
Yeah,
it's not
just
the white
saying.
man who's
Yeah,
the master,
really.
it's the government who's the master
Right.
now.
Right.
Oh, and guess what? They're keeping
Right.
them ignorant because the inner city schools are some of the
Yes.
lowest producing. So, yeah, it's not much different now, is it?
Oh.
Keeping them uneducated and dependent on
Uh-huh.
them. Wow, y'all just
Right.
slipped right back into that and didn't even notice.
Pretty freaking hilarious. I need me somebody over here.
Mm-hmm. Again, we're not encouraging slavery, but I mean, if you think about it, they just slipped right back into it themselves. Didn't even need to be asked. All they were offered was free shit.
Thing, they don't even know it.
Yeah. But
how fucking hilarious.
All it takes is the government deciding, oh, we don't need you no more. You didn't vote for us, so we're going to just cut you off. And, yep.
They're being replaced, as we have shown in our earlier New York videos. If you go back and take a look at them, we've proved it. We've shown you where blacks have been kicked out of the apartments that they have historically been in to house these illegal immigrants. We have shown you where they've taken a major, beautifully, at the time, run hotel, the Roosevelt, and converted that into a illegal immigrant camp.
Uh-huh.
We've demonstrated all of that. Where you're going to be replaced. Somebody's going to take that lower level, minute black or white person that's been suppressed, that thinks that they're owed something by the government. They're going to be the homeless.
Uh-huh. They don't care.
Because they have new people coming to town.
And they have new people who are willing to work.
Yes.
Instead of just live off of the system, they got new people who are willing to work to get the free stuff. And vote for it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny how that works.
They got the vote. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're all going to be looking on the outside, looking in.
And
but,
as for her
don't
comments about the Native Americans being cheated out of land, you have no idea how many times they agreed to sell the land and then turned around and started trying to kill us after the fact as well. Both sides screwed that up in many of the deals. So, no. Factual history, both Native Americans and colonizers screwed each other over. So, karma at its best.
Question we really haven't delved into, which would be a whole nother topic, but just very briefly answer the following question.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Are we on stolen land?
No, we're on conquered land. There's a difference. They could have fought harder. They could have developed better weapons. Again, and I can say this about any culture. If you really wanted to protect it, you could have tried harder till the last breath. I know I sound heartless, but I mean, most conquering people don't give a shit about whether you care or not. They're going to fight to the last breath or you're going to. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. Sorry, but you know what? At least you guys aren't fighting each other anymore over land. And I know I sound heartless, and I'm probably going to get us in trouble for that one.
And YouTube, look at your history. But they did fight one another. There's no doubt
Over
about
land.
that. Warring, yeah, over land. The different Indian nations fought one another, just like the Mexicans fought as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mexicans fought the American Indians, if you want to call them that, if you want to say they were American Indians, but they fought one another over California, over
And
New
Texas.
Mexico and Arizona, Texas, all of that. They all those tribes fought one another for land. They grabbed women, they grabbed children, they enslaved them. They did all of that. They raped, pillaged, all of that, and conquered them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the next question is, what do you say when I say to you, well, crazy bee, but they only had bows and arrows compared to guns? Then what do you say?
Chinese invented black powder. They were the first to send explosives our way. We still managed to win when we were in Europe.
Oh, for those people that are still here saying that we're on conquered land, why don't you get out?
If you think this land's
what I mean?
stolen, get the fuck out.
Then why are you here? Right.
I say
why are
this
you
is
here?
conquered. And you know what? I personally actually have skin in the game because both my ex-husband's side is Cherokee, at least in part. His great-great-grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee on a reservation. We have pictures of her. So, tough shit to my kids. I'm sorry, but my family came after all of that shit happened, so it doesn't even make a difference for my side of the family. But for their side of the family, too bad, too sad. Y'all should have fought harder, or got more creative with your traps.
They're minorities, then, right?
Partially, yeah, but then we could take into the gypsy heritage of my side, Jewish heritage of my side, and we could cry victim there if I really wanted to. But fuck it, it ain't worth it. So there are 3 levels of minority that has been oppressed and kicked out all over the place.
Terrible lag because you can't hear me interjecting.
Well, now I can.
Well,
That's
the
why I tried
gypsy
pausing.
and the gypsy and the Jewish, while they're a religious connotation, they
Not
are
the
not
gypsy.
a
Not the gypsy. Gypsy is a
they're not
cultural.
saying that they're not considered relevant to the racial component. They're not broken down on the census.
They
So you
are.
have to
Well, on
be
Europe, Jewish is a religion and culture, and Hebrew technically is the race. But Gypsy or Romani is forbidden in many countries from being added to the census and stuff. And everywhere they go, they're a second or third class citizen.
saying they're legit not, you're either,
That's how hated they
white,
are across
black.
the world. They're
Yeah.
not even
Yeah.
counted
Well,
as a culture.
yeah. Sucks, but I'm just letting you know they're not counted on the census.
And
But
that's how hated they
American
are.
Indian is. Yeah, right. That's sad.
Yep. I think that's why they have the term other on there for the people who don't qualify as everything else. And I have to mark other routinely because, quite honestly, I am a little bit of everything, and anyone who doesn't like it can fuck off.
It's an interesting dynamic we have. I'll tell you that, girl. I'll tell you that.
But I could sit there and cry victim 3 ways from Sunday because you look at the history of the world and nobody's going to give a fuck. Why? Because I'm perceived as white. Even though 70, 80 years ago, I would have been severely frowned upon by the city and by society and cultures around the world just because I'm a mutt.
Yes.
People forget about that.
Absolutely. Yep. That into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you would have fit into nowhere category, or they would have cherry picked, what pieces they wanted to pull. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you're Jewish, and so you're this, or you're gypsy, so you're that. They would have tried to pinhole you or corner you. Yes, corner you into whatever faction fitted them, their narrative. So you wouldn't have gotten a job because you were Jewish. I mean, how many times, you know my last name. How many times is it misconstrued to be Jewish when in fact it's not?
Exactly.
And and we're pigeonholed into. I truly believe that I was hired at my last job because they thought I was Jewish, and they were Jewish. And
Wouldn't
when
be
they found out I
surprised.
wasn't, yeah, and when they found out I wasn't, well, things were just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I
again,
ain't
my
stupid,
ancestors came over and had to convert to Catholicism in order to not
right?
be ostracized in their communities. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, you go ahead, black people. Keep crying about how you were enslaved, but my ancestors were
Right.
enslaved until the 1920s. You at least got freed
Right.
60 years sooner. Not
Yeah,
even quite
and I
60,
do
it was 50
believe that.
something.
Yeah, and I do believe the Irish slaves might have been here before you guys were, but just saying. Yeah.
I believe they were, actually. But then again,
Yeah.
no, there were black slaves that came over with the pilgrims.
Right.
So that's hit or miss. I think it might be about the same.
Okay,
I'd have to
that's
double
fine.
check that.
Well,
I'd have
even
to
if they
double check
came
the
that,
historical fact
okay.
on it.
There's a fact there were still Irish slaves.
Oh, yeah.
Check out how many were in New York City.
Oh, yes. And good luck getting them a job. Oh, lordy. They were, unless you were cleaning someone's house, most of the men couldn't provide because they couldn't get a job. They were viewed down upon as, well, drunkards and lazy because, well, a lot of them were drunk and they liked to fight. So, there was a lot of that. And so that led to the underground boxing rings and matches that people started betting on, and that's how people made money. There's a few things that were started by the Irish. Well, I shouldn't say they started it. I think they made it more popular.
How many people do we have viewing right now, Crazy B? Anybody?
We have one on YouTube, one on Rumble, and I believe one on Twitch.
Been done so already, you guys that are viewing. If you wouldn't mind giving us a like, we would appreciate it. We're trying to get our head up out of water. We are still submerged in the YouTube algorithm. We are practically drowning. Well, I'd say we are drowning. We're holding our breath, actually. But if you'd be ever so kind to hit that like button or give us a follow and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate it. And if you don't want to, leave us a comment and say fuck off. We don't care. We'll take it.
Any comment, good or bad, is
Just
going to help our algorithm.
is a comment. Exactly. Exactly. All right, Crazy Bee, keep going. Go ahead.
Alrighty.
Indigenous nations, enslaved Africans, and even some white men who didn't own property were excluded from power. Thomas Jefferson wrote all men are created equal while simultaneously enslaving more than 600 people over the course of his lifetime. And this contradiction wasn't lost on people at the time. Enslaved Africans knew that slavery was wrong, and so did many founding fathers who wrote texts about how enslavement was a great evil while also profiting from it at the same time. And in 1852, Frederick...
Welcome to politicians, my dear. They're going to be two-faced like that. And I haven't heard you mention once about any of the very rich black Africans who enslaved other Africans. Waiting for it, darling. Waiting for it.
I would be remiss.
I ain't holding my breath. I just said I'm waiting.
Uh-huh.
I ain't dumb enough to hold my breath. I'm an asthmatic.
Famously asked, "And what to the American slave is your 4th of July?" His answer, "A day that reveals to him, more than all other days of the year, the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim." Still, the 4th of July has long been promoted as a time to bring the country together. During World War I, President Woodrow Wilson would use patriotic holidays like Independence Day to promote ideas of Americanism, one that excluded black people and immigrants. And you know, President Woodrow Wilson, who was elected in 1912, was one of the last presidents to...
Oh, wait. So the president, before the civil rights movement, to give you all absolute equal rights, was racist, and you're shocked. Dumbass. I'm sorry. Like, you're only making yourself look stupider for assuming that right after the Civil War, people would just instantly not be racist. And actually, racism was, oh my Lord, it was equally as bad in the North. There are still towns in the North that have racial issues, but why waste my breath trying to educate someone who's too dumb to be educated? I guess. Is that rain? Oh, it's starting to rain outside.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's raining here too. Just a little bits.
It's starting to rain here too.
Alrighty. I thought I was crazy, but I knew I was hearing some pelting noises.
to grow up in a household that actively used enslaved labor. And I think that informs his policy decisions because he is credited with resegregating the government and popularizing the KKK. Matter of fact, every US president has grown up in a country where civil rights and human rights were not granted equally. So when we hear a president who grew up in a time where Jim Crow was the dominant social and legal system in the United States say, "Make America great again," we don't have to ask who he's making America great for. And all of this is because...
Okay. Seriously, we are not living in Jim Crow. No one makes you give an IQ test before you vote. No one tells you to guess how many jelly beans are in the fucking jar before you vote. Even though I think that might save us, and I still think we need to repeal the 19th, but bitch, no, it ain't Jim fucking Crow. Oh my God. Sorry. Bitch, no, it ain't Jim fucking Crow. Oh my God. Sorry.
I like that idea.
Sorry.
I like that idea. You have to guess how many jelly beans are in the jar. I like that idea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Everyone's getting ready to head over for a cookout, aren't they?
I am wet. It's
Yeah.
raining like a mug outside and the windows are down.
Well,
It's
yeah.
raining like a mug outside and the windows are down.
Well, you better run. We're in the middle of a live stream, so
Good for you. I don't remember asking.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of my boy. Oh, but as for historically speaking, we are not in a Jim Crow anything. Otherwise, your dumbass wouldn't be allowed to have this video up online. Sorry.
Some retard came in today with a shirt saying, "As long as I'm black, I'm historic." Came in today with a shirt saying, "As long as I'm black, I'm historic."
Sorry.
I have work tomorrow, so. And I'm officially out of money.
I apologize. Everyone in my house decided to be loud today.
Okay.
But yeah, I think these people using the phone invented by Chinese people, but for a company run by a white man, to post the videos about how oppressed they are onto an internet that tolerates their idiotic posts. Yeah, they're certainly so oppressed. We're totally Jim Crow. They're allowed to speak. So oppressed. We're totally Jim Crow. They're allowed to speak out without being hung. Speak out without being hung. Okay.
Because America's contradiction did not end in 1776. The United States has the largest incarcerated population anywhere on Earth, with 2 million people currently behind bars. Slavery, for example, is still constitutional because the 13th Amendment abolished it, except as the punishment for crime. Land treaties with indigenous nations can...
Alright, so you can still be forced to work as a punishment for committing a crime, and you're mad about it. Got it.
That are incarcerated. Well, don't do the fucking crime.
That's what I was just gonna say too. I was giving a chance for you to respond as well. Yeah, if you don't want those numbers, quit committing the fucking crimes. Because isn't like 13%? Well, a portion of that 13% responsible for like 50% of the crime in the United States, according to all statistics. Well, I kind of hear you. Okay,
Yes,
I hear you saying
yes.
yes. I hear you saying yes, but I wasn't sure if you were adding more to it.
Not lie.
Mm-hmm.
The stats tell the truth.
And yet
nobody,
you're crying
they don't
about
want to
it.
hear it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're crying about it, but you won't raise your kids to not commit crimes and then get mad at us because they end up in jail for the punishment of committing a crime. Like, how's it my fault? And you can't say it's us taking your jobs from you, because that's usually probably the illegal immigrants for half the price, because we even cost more. They ain't going to be able to afford to pay us any more than they can pay you. So, no, they need to quit blaming white people for the lack of jobs.
You had DEI.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the job before the white man had the job.
Oh, and if you got fired even while being a DEI hire, that means you're really bad. Jeez. Damn, you got that leg up and you still lost the job?
Well, he got the job back. Yeah, there was that. He got the job back.
Wow. And you still can't manage it.
Right.
See, this is why I say the Emancipation Proclamation was the worst thing, because it allowed illiterates to be freed into society without preparing them as a way to do better for themselves. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm being honest. Slaves were brought over unable to read or write or speak the language. And then we just said, you know what? Y'all are free one day. And what? Yeah. That happened too.
Repeating itself, like you always say.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
You always say history's repeating itself, and that's what's happening with these illegals.
Yes.
They can't read, write, give a shit about the history or the culture. And so we're in this clusterfuck that's going on.
And the Africans, who are descendants of all those slaves, who are thinking they are smart, are really not any more literate, because if you look at the actual stats, most inner city students and blacks have like a third grade education at the highest. And that's not okay. I really feel bad for them. I think they should be better educated. But go ahead, keep voting
They're
Democrats. Your
equivalent.
schools are doing so good for you.
They're equivalent to the illegals that are brought in.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I said welfare just created another slave system where you are dependent on the government to provide everything for you because you are incapable of doing anything. And then they do try to force people to work well on welfare, but what do? They will do anything they can to not get the job so they can keep their welfare. So there's that as well. And then they cry that there's no jobs out there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Crazy Bee.
Okay. I saw a quick flash of green, but I didn't hear anything with it, so I figured I'd wait a few more moments.
Continue to be disregarded. Bodily autonomy, including the right to decide when and whether you want to have children, varies from state to state and continues to be up for debate. And immigrants.
And it should be by state to state. It should not be a federal mandate of any kind. And you know what? I think there should be stricter regulations on what an abortion is and that it should only be medically necessary or for very, very specific cases. But, go ahead.
Time and a half. Do you have that on time and a half speed?
No, that's what he has it at.
Oh, can you slow it down at all?
I can slow his video down. I don't know if it'll slow that video down.
Coming on my side, it's coming across really fast. It's hard to hear what she's saying.
Okay, let's try it this way. Well, I'm sure she's
Okay.
talking fast because she's got limited time to get all this BS out there at once.
Who have always been part of America's story continue to face deportation, family separation, and incarceration in unconscionable conditions. Just like in 1776, not all of us are free. The rights that we claim are central to our identity as
illegal immigrants have no rights. Has she forgotten that?
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
And criminals don't have rights until they are rehabilitated and sent back to society, and even then it's limited rights until they can prove that they will be productive members of society again. You have to earn your rights and your freedoms no matter what your race is by behaving.
Hey, you're wrong. You're not even incarcerated to begin with. They let you out.
Well, now, but
You
I'm
get
talking
a-
even back in the 80s
yeah.
and 90s when they didn't just let people out.
How? They're,
Yeah,
you know.
I know. There is no punishment for crime.
You could literally. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to live in the past of oppression instead of accept the future's freedoms and become better than they should have been or could have been or what they decided. You guys choose to oppress yourselves. No one else is holding you down. I don't see white people standing outside your doors making life miserable. And I've lived and I've been to some really shitty neighborhoods. I ain't seen a white man oppress anyone, but I have seen gang members oppress their neighbors. I've seen gang members scare and use terrorist tactics to oppress children in the neighborhoods. But yeah, keep blaming the white man, not the gang members.
as Americans have not been distributed equally, and denying that fact does not make anyone safer or freer. Criticize
They hate the country and they hate Trump, right? So again, they're having a hard time trying to figure out whether or not they want to celebrate or how to celebrate. As Democrats again are debating whether or not they want to reclaim the 4th of July from President Trump, who's trying to make a big thing out of celebrating the 250th birthday of this country. But again, liberals can't decide whether or not they want to do that because they hate Trump.
With the 4th of July weekend in full swing, it is becoming more apparent that politics has reared its ugly head and inserted itself smack dab in the middle of the party. Scripps News senior congressional correspondent Nate Reed joins us now from our DC newsroom. And Nate, this morning, Scripps News and our partners at Talker Research, we got some brand new numbers out. And we wanted to get at two things. Number one, how Americans are feeling about the overall mood of the country going into the 250th celebration, but also the role that President Trump is playing, a more prominent role than presidents normally play on Independence Day, let alone a major milestone. What did we find in the survey?
Yeah, absolutely fascinating numbers here, Andrew. And look, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever commissioned this. It was you, so I thank you for that. This Scripps News Talker Research poll finding some pretty fascinating numbers on the 4th of July. Overwhelmingly, Democrats and Republicans are excited about the 250th anniversary of America. 61% of Dems, 88% of Republicans. Let's advance that screen, sorry. 28% of Democrats saying that they're not excited. 12% of Republicans saying that they are not excited. I want to point you to some numbers that were just on your screen, though. The excitement about President Donald Trump. This is where the polls are as partisan and politically fractured as they get. Democrats, only 27% of them say that it's appropriate that President Trump is participating to the level that he is in these July 4th celebrations. 55% of Democrats, though, a majority, Andrew, clear majority, saying it's inappropriate how President Trump is participating.
You know, I love the way they have to break these poll downs. 27% support it, but 55 don't. No shit. The remainder don't support it. That's pretty clear.
Right.
Why did they gotta make it sound like it's a whole news thing itself that 55% of Democrats disagree? Yeah, that was pretty clear when you said 27% approved.
So they want to push the narrative. It keeps the narrative going. Yeah.
I know. I just sit here, shake my head. Like, anyone who can do basic math knows that there's also a gap for people who chose to be neutral. So anything else is just assumed to not support it. I just, yeah, me being me.
In these 250th anniversary celebrations, 80% of Republicans, though, saying that they believe that it is appropriate. 7% of Republicans saying they believe it's inappropriate. So pretty clear partisan split there in terms of Democrats and Republicans. By the way, Americans across the board largely saying they were more excited about the 200th anniversary celebrations back in 1976 than they are for the 250th today. Certainly, that political divide there about President Trump's involvement, really notable here.
Most of the people taking the poll weren't alive back in 1976. Myself included.
Okay. I mean, isn't it? They got to do every freaking thing they can to back Trump. Every fucking thing.
Yep.
Every little nuance.
Yep. But I'm just sitting here thinking, how many people in this United States were alive for 1976?
But
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. So, all right.
And
go ahead.
Extremely exciting year.
It's a great year to be alive.
This is a milestone. Yeah, it is. Actually, every 4th of July is a great year to be alive, to celebrate the nation. I don't know about you, Crazy Bee, but we get the sparklers out, we put up the decorations. We're usually up at camp. I buy the string, what are the flocking and stuff to put across our deck. I get whatever I can buy that's red, white, and blue, candles, and I have t-shirts. I bought t-shirts for everybody this year
I have a
to
wig that's red,
celebrate the
white, and blue.
250th. Yeah. There you go. There you go. You need to take a picture of with you in the wig and black out the face,
I can do that.
just so they could see the wig part. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I have a few
Yeah.
pictures I can just black out the face and some of my tattoos, so no one knows it's me. But yeah,
So you talk about patriotism. Who the fuck would be wearing a red, white, and blue wig? Come on now.
my stupid ass.
What does
Before
that
and
say?
after the 4th of
Yeah,
July.
what does that say about your belief in America?
Yeah, I still stand my ground and I will defend this country, even if it comes from idiots that imported themselves here.
Of people like Mandami that only became a citizen in 2018. We need to put a law in place that perhaps people that become citizens aren't permitted to take office for, say, 20 years
I kind of like that.
instead of that. Maybe I need to put that forth as a suggestion.
It
at
would
least
save us the
10
headache.
years. Yeah. Yes.
Because he's only been here, what, 8 years? He's been a citizen, and motherfucker's now running New York, and he's had no solid job ever in his life. Kind of alarming.
Legislator. Yes. How do you become a legislator?
Oh, he
We've
never
done
held
a
any
deep dive
legislative
into him.
position before this.
Yes,
or no,
he
he
did.
was. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did.
did.
But he didn't do jack shit while working
State
there.
legislator. Exactly. He put forward no bills. We did it. If you go back, we did a deep dive way back. You can go look at it. We did a deep dive on Mendami, and he was a state legislator who did absolutely nothing. He brought forward nothing.
Yep.
Not a damn thing for his constituents. So, how does somebody that's here from 2018 become a state legislator? Yes.
And then go on to
Yeah.
become mayor. Rigged elections! Oh, am I allowed to say that out loud, or am I going to get us in trouble?
What'd you do now?
Oh, I said rigged
All this-
elections.
I know. I just said, damn you, you're getting us kicked off now.
I'm sick of this
Fudge.
bullshit. I've been screaming rigged elections since I was 12. No one listens to me. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
All right.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if the storm knocked out stuff again, so. All right, here we go. What's it? Do you want to continue doing this, or do we want to skip to the next one?
This will be listed in the description below. This just continues on with the same dribble that we really don't care to hear. So with that being said, we got a whole lot more going on. Go ahead, Crazy Bee. What do you got up next?
Oh, this one.
What you got? What you got?
This one.
This is pretty funny. Yeah.
Do you want to
You'll
read
like
it, or
this.
do you want me to?
Go ahead. You can enjoy. Go
All right.
ahead.
This says, I want every foreigner visiting America for the World Cup to realize this is 100% legal. And every town in the USA is filled with patriots who have armories like this. Every block, actually. This is why we will never be conquered, and we are awesome. And I actually have the full video up next. So we can just pop over to the full video. And I really suggest you go and give these people a like and a at least for the video. And we'll watch the full one here. YouTube, don't sue me. Once a year, somewhere on Earth. Oh. I love this video. That would be my weekend if I could. I'm going to pause so we don't get in trouble, but that, if you notice, they're all doing this safely. They're not pointing at each other. They have their hearing protection on. They have their eye protection on, and they are pointing downrange. But it looks like fun. What do you say? We start our own, D? We'll go buy some guns and have some fun?
Where the 1776 jacket, please.
Yes. I love that Revolutionary
If you'd
War.
let me.
The 1818, 1812. The Civil War is at the end and Vietnam is in the middle. Oh my, like towards the end. But yeah, give me that. Yeah, I think I could. I think I'll take the Civil War. You could be the Revolutionary War.
Down for that.
But also, I want to add how much muscle it takes to handle this gun here on the end for the Revolutionary War, dude. Holy shit, he's strong. That's all I got to add.
Be able to. I'll equate that with the baby. So, and around
And weight wise, but I don't know about back, like the fire.
backfire.
Like, yeah, the backfire, the recoil, and all that. Oh, that might be a little bit. Well, it's no different than him kicking around during a tantrum, maybe.
So how is that any different than a face butt, right? You know what I mean? Or a throw myself back. I don't want my diaper changed, right?
Yeah, true.
It might be similar. Right? It might be similar. We don't know until we give it a try. But hey, I'm down for it.
I think this would be
We're
so much
done.
fun. I'll play a little bit more, and I'll see if we can get away with the whole thing. We might not be able to, but I'm going to put forth an effort in it. I love that they're keeping up with the beat. That looks like so much fun. Oh, you know what? That might not be Civil War era at the end. Why? My son's seeing the video from the side. Now that would be... Oh! Hey, they're blowing up a car! It looks like a Ford.
There you go.
Sorry. It looks like a Ford Explorer getting blown this shot at. Sorry, that would be the perfect weekend for me. Oh my god, just having a bunch of guns and a Ford to blow up. Oh my god, that would be great. Okay, I'm gonna get myself in control. Only thing that would probably make this video better if there was some tannerite explosions from the SUV. Adjusting my position. I wonder how many rounds they went through for this entire song. That looks like so much damn fun. I can't help it. Oh, there's fireworks going off too. Do you see the fireworks on the rocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have it all. They have it all.
This is an
You're not missing a
American
beat. They have it.
pastime.
Yeah. They haven't missed a beat.
No. You know, I gotta give these guys credit. And also, like, curiosity of what jobs they have that they can afford that much ammo. Do you know how many rounds they have probably fired off in this entire video? It's a lot, but it looks like
ma'am.
fun. Oh my god. I wish I could. I wish I had half those weapons. Like, shit. They're firing guns to the beat of music.
Yes, I was seeing that.
Oh, you saw it? Yeah, this is epic. Sorry, my family's standing nearby. Yeah, Dee, I think we could have some serious fun if we could get the guns together.
It's the family property. Here we go.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Start buying rounds now. In about 6 years, we might have enough.
B, how long have we been at it?
3 hours and 6 minutes. I'm saying I was wondering if you were going to be needing a break or needing to call it a day because I'm not sure where I'm at.
So this is a good stopping point to end.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we end here and then talk offline about how we want to proceed, okay?
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so with that being said, everybody, we thank you for joining Rex Sisters. Thank you for joining us on this post holiday celebration. We actually have a lot more planned, and probably Crazy Bee and I just have to decide how we want to do it, but we have the information to show you. So one way or another, I'm going to find you. We're going to get you. That's what I tell the baby all the time. So we will find you. We will get you. It just depends on how. So please give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscription. Please share and set your notifications and all that happy stuff. Join the Discord if you want to join a bunch of crazy people. That's where you'll meet them. And with that being said, have a good rest of your Sunday, and I hope you have some picnic plans made. And we will see you next Tuesday on a pre-record. Please join us regarding the Japanese culture and the ideas and things that they have in place. And we'll see you then.
All right. I'm going to tell y'all to stay safe, stay sane, stay sober-ish, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.